This is a very short video on how to cook with wet wood on the Horizon stove from Avenay. Also, I'm going to tell you the positives and the negatives. The negatives outweigh the positives in my mind, but this is still a great stove. You don't need great wood, you don't need a lot of wood to get an awful lot of heat because of the rocket system. So this is one of the best stoves I've used for cooking, but it's got a drawback, a big drawback that puts me off paying £100. And then there is another positive that you could save that £100 back. So this is a tricky one, this cooker. It's great, but it's got some negatives. The bag is awesome. It's fairly lightweight, but it's very big. I wouldn't take this wild camping. It's a beach day stove for me, or somewhere where I don't have to hike in too far. But the great thing, the money saving thing is, so we're at the beach today and all we've got is wet wood, and it's not great wood. This isn't wood that I would normally choose to cook on. The rocket system on this stove should, with one firelighter, create enough heat for us to be able to cook 2 steaks, get some hot water on, but this fire will work. That's one of the benefits to this fire. You don't need great wood, you don't need a lot of wood to get an awful lot of heat because of the rocket system. The air vent that runs in the feed pipe feeds oxygen straight into the fire combustion chamber, and it's whoomph. Okay, so that's going to go right into the back, and then I want to get some of my smallest twigs. That's not great, that's a bit damp. And I'm dropping them in so they don't fall, so there's lots of air in between so it can dry and burn. But that's what I mean about there's dry wood inside this wet wood. Another really good thing with this fire is the outside cage never gets hot, even when it's at full burn. So you can literally lift it, move it. And I am just going to dry a bit of this out at the top, but I don't want to take too much of the oxygen away. So a good sign is if the wood snaps, then there's a good shout that there's nice dry wood inside. And if you want to make some tinder, you can break some wood apart like that. Easy flames going around the bigger sticks. Oh, there's a nice lot of heat coming from there now. So that's one of the positives of this fire. You can use almost any fuel. A negative, and the one thing that stops me pulling the trigger and saying I need one of these in my life, so it's the Avenay Horizon stove. That's what we're reviewing today. The one thing I don't like about it is it doesn't give off much heat. It's so well designed for cooking that it focuses all the heat into that pipe, and so it's great for warming your pan up, but you could literally be sat around it and you're not getting any benefit from the fire. And I like things that are dual purpose, cooking, heating, companion fire, so light. And this just doesn't cut it for me. But that said, it's an absolutely awesome stove. And if one for your camper van, perfect. Get it out, a few twigs, you've got a steak cooked, you've got your water boiled. And this is good, only been going less than 5 minutes, and that'll be ready to cook in a couple of seconds. So I loaded from the top. Now it's going. You load from the loading pipe. You won't block the air because the air is coming in that inlet there. Let's get some steaks on.
You normally go over like Charleston Sands side of this bit of Devon. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, it's lovely there. We don't get many people down there. Well, we
So now it is feed from the bottom, and you can just whop a great big log in and keep feeding it in, but I'm going to just put half and half in. And as you can see, there's a nice little bed of embers down there. Still plenty of heat for cooking. It is a great stove for that, but it's a big thing to carry, isn't it? For just cooking. Do you want to get the water ready? So time to boil the water. And although the OEX pan set completely blocks the chimney because of the setup of the heat fronds here, the fire still can breathe. And that has boiled it super fast. That's all the wood pushed through now. And another plus